Hi, my name is Eve with Platinum, and I'd like to take a moment to congratulate you on investing in your Platinum Digital Ionizer. Today we're going to show you how to install, use, and maintain your ionizer. So let's get started. Before we show you how to install your ionizer, we just want to unpack it for you. So first you just take it out of the box, open this up, and right on top, packed into the styrofoam, you'll find the pieces necessary for installation, which we'll go over in detail in just a minute. Then you want to reach down into the sides of the box, and one side you'll find hose. On the other side you will find the very handy instruction manual. So lastly, you want to just reach in and pull the ionizer out of the box and take off the plastic bag. So now that we have everything unpacked, we'll show you how to install the ionizer and attach it to your tap. So now we're going to take a moment to go over all of the pieces that are packed with your ionizer. Again, we have your instruction manual, we have your source water inlet hose, we have your acidic output hose, we have your water dispenser cover, and this piece right here is actually going to be used to hold the acidic output hose and stick it to your sink. We have spare fittings, we have your diverter valve, drywall anchors, a couple of O-rings, spare fuse, and fitting safety keys. One thing I'd like to point out is that for those of you that want to mount your ionizer to the wall, we've actually included a template inside the instruction manual. So it's actually quite simple to use. All you'll do is you'll take the template, and then using a screw, you'll place the template on the wall where you want to mount your ionizer, and then you'll just make markings where you want to put the holes into the wall. And then lastly, you'll mount your ionizer using either nails or the drywall anchors and screws. There are a couple of key things to remember when deciding where to place your ionizer. First, you want to select a solid, flat surface, and you want to make sure it's near a power outlet because you will need to plug in your ionizer. Next, there are the two hoses to consider. But before we connect the hoses, I want to make sure you understand how the water streams will actually work. There's going to be one water stream going from your tap into the unit, and then there's actually going to be two water streams coming out of the unit. And to understand the ionization process, first of all, there's going to be a split. You're going to have alkaline water coming out of one hose, and then you're going to have acidic water coming out of the other hose, depending on how you have your ionizer set. Before we take our unit over to our tap, we just want to connect the hoses. So, if you take a look at the back of your ionizer, you'll see it labeled water inlet port, and that's this port right here. Then you'll see the acidic water outlet port, and that's this port right here. So let's connect the hoses. You want to take your water inlet hose, which is the white one, and just push that into place. And then you want to take your safety key and pop that into place right there. Next, you take your acidic output hose, which is the clear one, and you want to just push that firmly into place there. So now that we have our hoses connected, let's take it over to our tap. Now we'll show you how to connect your ionizer to your tap. So you want to take your diverter valve and an O-ring and just put that into place. And for our particular faucet, the diverter valve fits quite nicely. For yours, however, you may need to use one of the fittings provided. But again, ours fits perfectly. So you'll just screw that into place. Make sure it's tight. And next, we'll connect our hose. Now, depending on where you decide to place your ionizer, you'll need to trim your hoses to the appropriate length. We've already trimmed ours to suit our particular needs, so these are all ready to go. So what we'll do next is connect our white water inlet hose to our diverter valve. So you'll want to firmly connect your hose and lock it into place. So rather than just allowing your runoff hose to kind of hang there in the sink, we've actually included this very handy holder. So what you'll do is just push that into place, take the runoff hose, push that into place up here, And then using the 2 suction cups on the back, you'll just stick that into place. Now that we have our hoses connected, we're just about ready to start using our ionizer. And the last thing you want to do is lift the water dispenser and put the cover into place. And now you're all set to start using your ionizer. Now, prior to using your ionizer for the first time, you're going to want to flush the filter. And that's a good rule of thumb with any new filter. So in order to do that, I'm going to show you how to use the diverter valve. So let's start by turning on your tap. Next, you'll want to turn the black handle to divert the water into your ionizer. And notice we still have the power off. You always want to make sure that the power is off when you're flushing your filter for the first time. And next, we will turn the water pressure control valve clockwise to allow water to flow through the ionizer. And don't be alarmed if the water that first comes out of the ionizer is grayish or black in color. That's entirely normal when you're flushing your filter for the first time. So you want to allow that to run for about 2 to 3 minutes. So now that we've flushed the cartridge for about 2 to 3 minutes, we're ready to turn on the power. And now that we have the power on, there's a couple of things I want to point out on the LCD. First, we have our filter life indicator. It will actually blink when it's time to change the filter. Second, we have our filter authenticity indicator. And this will help identify if the filter that's being installed is actually an authentic filter. Next, we have our checkup icon. This will also blink if the unit should require service. Next, we have our melody icon. This indicates the melody function is working properly. Next, we have ionization. It indicates the process of ionization. Then we have our water inlet indicator. It rotates when water flows into the unit. We next have our pH level indicator. It indicates the selected pH level. Then we have our acidic water choice indicator. It indicates the level of acidic water you've selected. Then you have your purified water indicator. This lets you know that you're drinking purified water as opposed to alkaline or acidic water. Then you have the alkaline water indicator. This indicates what level of alkaline water you've selected. Next, we have the water inflow rate indicator. This will let you know at what rate the water is flowing through the unit. Optimum flow rate is 1.5 to 2.0 liters per minute, or about half a gallon per minute. Next, we have our inlet water temperature indicator. Optimum temperature range is 5 degrees to 30 degrees Celsius, or 41 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. You never want to run warm water through the ionizer. Lastly, we have our filter life icon. As you use your filter, the indicator bars will decrease, showing the lifespan of your filter. So now that we've pointed out the different icons on our LCD, we'll show you how to start actually using your ionizer. So you'll notice over here that our tap is actually still on. With this unit, there's no need to turn your tap on and off. You can leave it on the entire time because there's a water pressure control valve on the ionizer. So that's this knob right here. So to allow the water to start flowing through the ionizer, you just want to turn it clockwise, and that'll allow the water to run through. You can see our LCD lit up, and this little wheel right here is turning. That's letting us know that water is going through the unit. You can see the stream as well. So in order to control your flow rate, you want to pay attention to this little digital readout right here. It's telling us that our water is flowing at 2.5 liters per minute. That's a little bit quick. Your ideal flow rate is anywhere from 1.5 to 2.0. You want to keep in mind, though, that with ionizers, the slower the water flow, the longer contact time the water has in the electrolysis chamber, and that's where the ionization takes place. So usually, the slower the water flow, the better pH levels you're going to achieve. Another thing I want to point out is that if the water's flowing too quickly, there's a voice notification that's going to tell you that the water's flowing too quickly so you can slow it down. So let's turn it clockwise to speed up the water flow. And that was the voice notification letting us know that the water's flowing too quickly, so we need to slow it down. So we'll turn it counterclockwise. And we'll go back down to about 1.7 liters per minute, which is in the ideal range, so we're fine. And next we'll show you how to achieve the different alkaline levels. The first button on our control panel is alkaline water, and this is what you're going to use to differentiate between the different pH levels of alkaline water. So you want to turn on the control valve and allow the water to go through the unit. And you'll see here that our alkaline level is alkaline level 1. Alkaline level 1 is slight alkaline, and it's recommended for initial drinking. It has a pH level range of anywhere from 7.0 to 8.0. So we'll just push the alkaline water button again, and we're at alkaline level 2. Alkaline level 2 is recommended for normal drinking. It has a pH range anywhere from 8.0 to 9.0. Next, we'll take it to alkaline level 3. So we'll push alkaline water again. And you'll notice that the LCD is changing in color. That's going to correspond with your pH chart. Alkaline level 3 is high alkaline. It's recommended for cooking, drinking, and kitchen use. It has a pH range from 9.0 to 10.0. And lastly, we have alkaline level 4. So we're going to push alkaline water once more. Alkaline strength level 4 is strong alkaline. It's recommended for washing fruits and vegetables. However, it's not recommended for drinking. It has a pH level ranging from 9.5 to 10.5. So the next button on our control panel is the purified water button. As you can see, it's still on alkaline water. So to switch it over to purified water, you want to push purified water once. And now what the ionizer is doing is it's no longer ionizing the water, but it's sending it through the 7 stages of filtration. So essentially what you're getting is tap water that's going through 7 stages of filtration to remove chlorine and impurities. The next button on our control panel is the acidic water button. So as you can see, we're still on purified water. If we want to switch to acidic water, which will actually send acidic water through the main dispenser, and our alkaline water is now going to be running off into our sink, we press the acidic water button once. And we're on acidic strength level 1. I'd also like to point out right now that there's a melody that's going to play when you have it on acidic water so that you don't accidentally drink the acidic water. But in order to turn off the melody, you would just push this last button right here that states melody. Push it once, and the melody's off. Now let's go back to our acidic levels. Acidic level 1 is recommended for use as an astringent. It has a pH level ranging from 5.0 to 6.0. To take it to acidic level 2, we push acidic water button once more. And now we're on acidic strength level 2. Acidic strength level 2 is strong acidic. This is recommended for dishwashing, sterilizing, and cleaning. It has a pH range from 4.0 to 5.0. There's one last thing I want to point out with our melody button. Not only can it be used to turn the melody on or off, it can actually be used to control the volume for our ionizer. So there's 4 different levels, and all you would do to change the volume is you would hold the melody button and push the alkaline water button. So again, there's 4 different levels, and I'll take you through them right now. So we're going to hold down melody.
Acidic strength level 2.
The melody is going to begin. We'll push it once. That'll take us to the first level, which is very, very quiet. Push it again. That'll take us to our second level, which is a little bit louder. Push it again. That'll take us to our third level, which is even a little bit louder. Push it once more, and we have our loudest level. So again, that's quite loud. Remember that you can turn the melody on or off by pushing it once. And now all we have is our voice notification. So now let's talk about maintenance. And there's actually not a lot of maintenance involved, which makes this unit very easy and convenient to use. One of the reasons maintenance is so easy with this unit is, unlike a lot of other ionizers on the market, it has the ability to self-clean without interrupting the production of alkaline or acidic water. So the only real maintenance you have to do is changing the filters, which I'll show you how to do next. You simply remove the cover, disconnect the filter terminal connection, unlock the filter by turning it, and remove the filter. Then you'll want to take your new filter, put it into place, and lock it. Reconnect the filter terminal connection, and then just place your cover back on. And it's as simple as that. Now earlier when we went over all of the parts included with our ionizer, we mentioned a spare fuse. You want to make sure that you hold on to this just in case you need to replace the fuse that's already in your ionizer, just in case there's a sudden power surge in your household. So what you want to do to change the fuse holder is actually located near the main power switch on the side of the unit. You just want to push it in and turn to unlock it. You can see there's a fuse already in there. Take it out, put the new fuse in, put it back in, and push it in and turn it to lock it back into place. And that's how you change the fuse. So now that we've shown you how to install, use, and maintain your ionizer, I again just want to congratulate you on choosing to invest in the Platinum Digital Ionizer. You're really going to enjoy it for many years to come. Should you have any questions, I encourage you to refer to the operation manual. There's a lot of helpful information in here. And should you have any further questions outside of the manual, feel free to contact your local distributor or the company that sold you the ionizer, and they should be able to take care of you.